What's up? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Quick update. Are we going to dump? That is the question. Hope you're all doing well. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. Now, this was given in the Discord, and we've been waiting for this 25-2. Yes, Bitcoin has come down. Okay, we were looking yesterday in the Discord for a possible bounce off of this beautiful level, and guess what? We curled over and we dropped down, and now we are headed quite low. Okay, we are testing this. We were looking at the ES here. We were looking at, it pumped overnight, possibly a pump for Bitcoin incoming. Be prepared for anything come market open. And guess what? It did not happen. Actually, the opposite happened. So looking at Bitcoin price, we have our bearish ideas here. Now, we've given this setup in the Discord, so make sure to join us in the Discord. Great community there. And everything's free. I mean, everything's free. So we would love to see you there. 25.2 was our level. We've come down. We've touched it. You know what I mean? We can see that we are in this vicious downtrend, and we're looking for a bounce in order for price to continue its way upwards. Now, will we see this in the short term or the long term? Well, let's find out. Let's look at market Cipher. Let's jump into the charts and let's see what we got. Well, first and foremost, we need to identify what's gone on with this weekly. Okay, the weekly is very important. It gives us kind of like an outlook on which way we're going to go. Let's turn off the moving averages and take a look here. Now, we were looking at the weekly for it to come down, curl over, and bounce back up. Now, what has happened is it's come down and it hasn't been able to curl over. We had a little bit of relief when this candle printed over here, and yes, it has come down ever since that, and we are seeing this in the charts here. Now, we had posturing here on the stochastic, which was upwards, and we were like, okay, possible bounce here, but look at this. It has come back down, and the money flow stays in the red, and it looks to have been pointed down with the VWAP, so we can look for a continuation here on the money flow over this longer term trend. Okay, so this is very bearish in my opinion. Yes, we can always change the direction. We are at a key level of support, but right now this is pointing to the downside for the weekly. Okay, so be very aware of the weekly. Always be sure to be checking it here, and we've had this beautiful massive engulfing candle so far. Okay, we can see this one. We came up, it's kind of like in the middle, but it is a red candle coming to the downside, closing low and continuing down so far. Now, this right now looks very bearish, but we do have a full week ahead of us, so this can change. You know, we could get a giant wick down and a possible retracement here, but we'll be watching this indefinitely because we know we are at this key level of support. Okay, very, very key level of support. So make sure you're taking note of that. Okay, I'm sure you guys are watching this. Come on, you guys are the Otter Gang. You guys are awesome. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. We are growing surely, steady, and full of great people. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Now, you can see as we jump into the 2-day, we were looking at the 2-day for it to bounce off of this zero line. And you can see on market Cipher here, it came down to the zero line and it didn't get the bounce and it continued over into the red. And look at this stochastic. How dramatic is that stochastic? Holy smokes. It has come down extremely. Okay, and we're looking for kind of like a double bottom situation here on the 2-day, but we'll be watching that for sure. Very bearish looking candle engulfing this whole thing, so we want to be very cautious with that coming up. Now we look at the daily, we can see we're very much oversold. Okay, and we are at this key level of support. Let's quickly pull some volume over here, and we know about this 25.2 area, and we can see that we are below the value area low. But one thing I did want to note to you guys is, yes, we're below the value area low here of Bitcoin, and we've put in a lower low, which is very bearish. On Ethereum, we are not. Okay, we are very much at the point of control right now. We did come down dramatically, but we did bounce. So Ethereum still holds this range very strong. Okay, we do have this level at 1752 if you're curious on where we think price can come down to. But yes, Ethereum has not fully lost the level as Bitcoin has. Okay, we can see Bitcoin kind of in this downwards trend here, very simply seen, right? And we're looking for it to continue its way down here, possibly lower lows incoming. Okay, now make sure you add those bearish levels to your chart. I know you guys have those bearish levels to your chart, but just in case you missed them, we have them here at 25.2, 23,000 and 2175, where there is a CME gap that we're looking to still fill. So will we come down all the way down to here? We'll have to wait and find out. But right now it is looking very, very bearish. Okay, into the short-term time frames, we'll jump down to the 12 here. We'll pull up all of our goody goods and we will adjust this for you guys, our goody goods. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but we will adjust these for you guys here and make sure that we're building confluence within the range. Okay, we have the major support here that we had locked in, ready for support. It has yet to come down here. We were looking for a long possibly from here, so let's delete that. Let's get rid of this box here and let's clean up our charts a little bit for you guys. And let's look at this. Okay, so we do have a Fibonacci pulled from here. I don't know exactly why, but we can see if we pull Fib from the top of this range to this range here, we are bouncing off the 0.5, which is a major support. It also is the very, if we pull the volume, I think from over here, we can see that, okay, we are below this volume node here. So one thing is to very key note for here is that we're in a very volatile area. Okay, there's not a lot of price action within this area, so we need to be ready. Okay, yes, we have a big spike down here around 24,500. Okay, so we need to be aware of that as well. But the major support, and we don't want to get back into this range, is down here. Okay, so we want to keep our eye on that. What is Market Cipher telling us? Okay, we can see that we are in this clear downtrend, but Market Cipher obviously is oversold on the stochastics and it is ready for a bounce back up possibly. Okay, we can see posturing here on the VWAP. It is very dramatically down and now we look for a little bit of relief. Okay, ever since this massive move, there's always got to be relief, right? If we have down, we got to have some sort of structure built within the price action. Okay, we're not just gonna go wee. You know, sometimes Bitcoin does go wee or wee, but we need to be prepared for what usually happens, and that's higher lows or lower highs, vice versa, all the way around. Okay, so we're gonna watch for that for a little bit of a retrace. And where can you look for a retrace? Well, for me right now, I'm targeting these highs. If we pull this is a mini range that we have been watching and trading throughout this week, you know, and you can see right here, for it to get back into this channel here, you can see this little bit of volume here. So we're gonna look around this area right here. We'll probably look for a snipe, possible short entry if we have the confluences building within the charts, and that would be right around 26,326. So let's say price, yes, it has come down. Let's say price works its way back up and then a continuation downwards. Okay, we're going to build confluence throughout, but if we're looking for this, we'll be watching this area of volume. Okay, we'll be watching this area of volume. Yes, and it does match up with our 0.5. Maybe we can make this a little bit higher. Let's put it at the top of the volume node here because it matches up with our golden pocket. 26,454. Okay, that's where I'd be looking for a short entry if price does work its way back up. But right now, very much a waterfall coming down on the price action and very much oversold on the 12-hour. Okay, very key to note that. So at this secret little level here in the middle of the video, you know what I mean, to your charts in order to trade, look for a reaction in price, maybe some sort of bearish divergence and a continuation of the price downwards, right? Where we get this beautiful, lovely lady lump with a higher high and a lower low on price action. We'll be watching for that, okay? So let's watch for that. Let's watch for Bitcoin to have some relief, just a little bit of relief, okay? Because price isn't going to go just straight down, okay? Just straight down. I don't believe it will, okay? So we're going to look for that relief. You can see as we come into the lower term time frames here, we can see the 4-hour probably green dot. Yeah, there it is. 4-hour green dot confirmed on the 3-hour. Yeah, we've had a little bit of a push up here, okay? So they're doing their daily push-ups, okay? A little bit of a push-up here, but nonetheless, we're going to watch for price action here. Very much a push down and getting everybody full of fear, okay? Check the fear and greed /FG in the Discord. If you ever want to check the fear and greed index on Bitcoin, we got it in the Discord, okay? So make sure you always check the fear and greed index. Now let's build some confluence. What do we have? We don't have much news this week, okay? That's something to be noted of. We don't have that much news this week, okay? Next week, though, however, we have the beautiful Fed interest rate decision, okay? And right now on the Fed tool watch, we're watching this, and it's 77.22, okay? This was flip-flopped the other week, so we want to be aware. If some news comes out where this switches over, we get even more bearish, okay? If we are going to get a hike, this is more bearish for the market, but right now it looks like it's going to come in at 0, just in statistic wise. Okay, so we want to be very, very cautious here. And you can see we're at a 2.83% inflation rate, which has steadied out. You know, it has come down significantly over since May. It's come down from 3.92 all the way down to 2.8. So that's a very good sign of a healthier economy. So possibly a flattening out of this interest rate hike, and hopefully cuts are no longer on, or interest rate hikes and cuts are back on the table, and we can look for a possible pump. Okay, but until then, I will keep you guys updated, obviously, on that. Now, going back to the charts, let's go into the short-term time frames. Now, even shorter, 24, you can see that we're definitely just bear flagging out here. So we're going to wait and see for a reaction on price, and make sure you have those levels ready to trade, right? And then that key major support 25.2, which we didn't come down exactly. So you could look for a possible rollover here. Bullish divergence, pop back up, okay? That's the bullish case, okay? Where we want to look for price to come down to this 25.2 area, where we can look for a bullish divergence on market Cipher or stochastics, whatever you guys are using, and get into a trade that way. So vice versa, up or down, we have a plan and we're ready and we're waiting. Okay, we're waiting to execute. Right now, this low does not look like a significant low. It looks like, yes, we had a quick push down, but nothing of any wicked pushback action. You know, we want to see a dramatic wick that gets pushed back up with this beautiful, you know, lower low here kind of deal with a higher low here. Okay. That's what we want to see. And if we get that, this rollover with the lower low, we jump into that trade there and ride that thing up, okay? That's what we want to be looking for. Practice good mindset and practice good risk management, okay? We want to be safe. We want to protect our capital because the markets have moved sideways, then dropped. So it's very hard to trade these ranges, but if we get into the range, you trade the highs and the lows, and you can make some nice profits along the way. Now, confluence. Dixie, we're looking at the dollar index. We're looking for this target at 105. If we continue upwards here up to the 105, look for Bitcoin to come down some more, okay? So the Dixie has had a little bit of a curl over here. We got a red dot on the daily. So if we do curl back over, look for the 102 to support, right? We come back down to the 102. 103 and then pop back up. Okay, this could give us our little bit of relief that we were talking about, and then our dump down. Okay, so it's inverse to Bitcoin, so we're going to watch that for certain. Okay, the S&P 500, which is correlated to Bitcoin sometimes, you know, we're looking at the higher highs it's been making. Okay, we're at this 0.5 in this channel, and we're looking for a rejection here, right, which can push Bitcoin lower. So we're going to watch for market open come tomorrow and the open of the markets. Okay, so let's keep our eye on the price. We do have a little bit of a gap over here, so look for us to come down and fill it, and that would mean that Bitcoin comes down. So yeah, overall, you know, very, 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 very red day for Bitcoin. So we'll keep our eye on the prize. Make sure to keep you guys updated. Thank you guys so much for your support. Smash the like button. Throw an otter in the chat if you made it this far. We'll spin the otter and we'll say a little bit of relief followed by a dump. Okay, so maybe we'll have to copy and paste the otter. That's the little bit of relief and then the dump. Okay, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.